Hello everybody, this is Akanksha Singh and I'll be taking you through the entire series of maths and science. Don't forget to like. Hey friends, today we're going to do sound and its transmission. Okay, a lot of time you would have heard the various sounds, right? When you play a guitar, it sounds something else. When you play a tabla, it sounds something else. And when a dog barks, it sounds something else. When a cat meows, it sounds completely different. Now, all these sounds are different. And why so? Or how does a sound is produced, or how does a sound transmit from one ear to another? I mean, somebody else is producing a sound and you're able to hear it. What is the transmission medium of sound, right? All these questions will be answered today in this lecture. Okay, so let's have a understanding. Right. So often we hear sound when we talk to people, listen to music, play a musical instrument. Now, have you wondered what is the sound, or how is it originated? Right. So let's understand the basic concept of sound, or what is sound. Now, sound is a vibration, right? It is a vibration that propagates through a medium in the form of mechanical wave. Okay, so sound is just like a vibration. It is propagated through a medium in the form of mechanical waves. The medium in which it propagates can either be solid, or can be liquid, or can be gas itself, right? So sound can travel fastest in solids. If you see, so in solid situations, sound travels very quickly, and relatively slower in liquids. When you see sound effect in liquids, it is comparatively slow as compared to solids. And when we talk about gases, it is the slowest, right? So sound transmission or sound traveling in the solid is the fastest. In the liquid, it is in medium situation, and in the gases, it is the slowest one. Now we'll be understanding the nature of sound. Now the sound uh, produced by guitar is different from the sound produced by a drum. Why so? Now, since different sources have different characteristics, and that is the reason why different sources produce different kind of sound. Sound can be now. How can you categorize sound? How can you differentiate between the sounds? You can differentiate between the sounds using frequency of sound, using wavelength of sound, or using amplitude of sound. Now, let's understand one by one what is a frequency of a sound. Now, when you have to define frequency of a sound, you can define frequency of a sound by frequency is equal to 1 upon time period. Now, you can define frequency of sound by 1 upon t. Here, t is the time period for which frequency is going to be related to, right? So moving ahead to wavelength. Now, wavelength of sound can be defined by the velocity of sound upon the frequency. So here this V denotes velocity and this F denotes frequency. And all of us know that the F value is 1 upon T. Now, if F value is 1 upon T, so you can also write wavelength to be velocity upon 1 upon time period, right? So this is one more definition that you can define in terms of time period. So further simplifications can help you to simplify this expression. Moving ahead to amplitude. Now, amplitude of sound is the magnitude of the maximum disturbance that is created by the sound. So that is called as amplitude. So amplitude of a sound can be the disturbance. Actually, sound itself is a disturbance, right? it is created through vibration. Therefore, I'm saying it is created through disturbances of molecules. Therefore, we say that the amplitude of sound is the magnitude of maximum disturbance in the sound. Okay, so this is all about sound. If you go to the starting, what all we have studied, sound is a vibration that can propagate through a medium in the form of mechanical wave. Second thing that we learned is that the sound travels fastest in solid and relatively slower in liquids and the slowest in the gases, that you have to remember. Then we learned about the nature. How can you differentiate between the two voice or two sound? You can differentiate on the basis of their characteristics, on the basis of their nature. And nature can be categorized on the basis of frequency, wavelength, amplitude. Now, frequency can be represented as frequency is equal to 1 upon time period. Wavelength can be represented by velocity upon frequency, and amplitude is the magnitude of the maximum disturbance that is created in the sound, right? So that is all about sound. We will also, I will also, as my culture of creating video is putting a homework question in the end. And today also we are putting certain questions and leaving it onto you to answer these questions and in comment boxes, and I will let you know the correct answers in the comment boxes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening patiently and understanding. Please do share my video and like my video. Thank you so much.